going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe here once again, and here with another abnormal discovery. Yes, another one of those there. So far, he had the whole thing of both me and Christina telling y'all that we were autistic. Then of course, the trap my fascination with ducks, traffic lights, and I think road maps, street maps, or something like that. Road maps, yeah, stuff like that. So now today's abnormal discovery, we're talking about trains. Oh yes, It's a kind of another. Trains actually another fascination of mine, but oddly, it's also there is a part of that's also kind of scary there. So, how can something be a fascination and scary at the same time? Well, you're about to find out. Before we go into this video, definitely want to give a shout out to my boy EJ the Supreme, our Patreon on our Patreon for the channel there, as well as also this month's sponsor for the month of December. Just in case you're watching this in January, this is for our December sponsor, Keon Smith. Oh yes, because this video is being recorded in December. So yeah. So once I start recording videos in January, it'll be probably something else. All depends on what happens. But as of now, the last few days of December, recording these videos, yep, it's gonna be Keon Smith. So definitely like, share, subscribe, buy some available comic books, as well as also become a Patreon like EJ the Supreme, or a sponsor like Keon Smith, or do both. Your choice. So now we got that. Let's talk about these trains. Yes, how are they both a fascination and how are they also something scary? So now some of y'all probably first thing some of y'all immediately probably gonna think uh, is y'all a lot, not saying everybody, but most of your minds are probably gonna go to Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, okay. Let me explain. Uh, yes, I do. I do like Thomas the Tank Engine. Yes, that's part of what got me fascinated with trains in the first place was Thomas the Tank Engine, and still is. The whole talking trains with the faces on them. Real good show. Got some good morals in it and everything. Um, Definitely enjoyed the time of live action movie and a lot of the kind of TV movies that came on after that. Like Calling All Engines and stuff like that. Um, Magic Railroad didn't really get a lot. Really, I guess some people did like it, like myself, but yeah, for some reason, a lot of people did not were not very kind toward that movie. There, uh, you know, some of us just don't know how to enjoy stuff, so, but yeah, definitely enjoyed the series, both the toy model and the CGI version. There, yep. Not so sure about the newest version that's come out. I guess it's okay. I don't exactly just hate the new series. I will say it is really extremely kiddish there, but I guess it probably has its audience. And like I said, I wouldn't just be like oh, just trash that series, because at least it's not Teen Titans Go. So long as it ain't Teen Titans Go, and for his audience, it's fine. Yeah, I looked at a little bit of the other recent series. It's fine. Not not I wouldn't say it's worth somebody just going on a really passionate hate about, though. Yes, but anyway. So yes, I do. So yeah, basically, I do like Thomas the Tank Engine. And no, I do not think that the faces on the train are scary or anything like that. some people will say that they think that or make jokes about that, like, oh, this is like nightmare fuel. The train was looking at me, I'd be really scared. Now, I will say there is one exception, but there's a condition behind this. When I was a kid, uh, growing up with the toy model train before they went to CGI, when I was growing up with the toy model, because of course a lot of there are some differences in the appearances between the toy models and the CGI. The toy models, uh, uh, the one there was one particular there were a few particular faces that did scare me as a small kid. That was Diesel, the first Diesel on Sodar. And he started like, yeah. Of course, probably look as a let me bring it up there. It'd probably look a little better if you see the actual Diesel face. Yeah, let's see Diesel from Thomas and Friends. Yes, the toy model. Yes. Yeah, there we go. No, 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 not the one sold the one. I mean the toy models used in this show. Okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta be more specific. Okay, so what? Okay, we'll just go with Diesel. Should still bring up the toy model. Okay, so this right here you got now. This is the CGI version. CGI. Um, now I noticed one thing with the CGI. A lot of them, yeah, they kind of tried to make them more friendly looking, especially for the new generation, the younger audience of the new generation. Um, Nothing wrong with that. Now, this is what gave me nightmares as a kid. Yes, the toy model face like that. Hey. But of course, yes, to be fair, he was in the beginning of the series. Now, yeah, he's still mischievous and everything, but he was really played up as a big villain there. And especially when he looked angry. Yeah, now that was scary to me as a kid. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, you're mad. Now, yes, imagine you're like 4, 3 years old and you see that coming down the tracks there. Oh, don't get me started with scroll down with this a Gervel Capul. Yeah, and that's one other face Diesel had. I trying to see if they got on here. I guess they may not. Okay, trying to see because it was a face where he's smiling, but it is a really creepy smile. Yeah, Diesel had a creepy smile that he would do sometime. Uh, I think that's about as close to that as I can get from the toy model. Yeah, that there. Good morning, purred Diesel in an oily voice. Pleased to meet you, Duck. So, yeah, that that scared me. And there were also some freight cars on the show. Some, not all of them, but there were certain ones, certain freight cars. Let's see if I can bring that. Google is really not being my friend today. Yeah, certain freight car faces that were kind of creepy as a kid. Yeah, probably not gonna. The very one that I'm looking for is probably not gonna bring it up. Okay, Mike. Okay, maybe it will, and maybe not. Maybe yes. There we go. Okay, whenever I saw this freight car, that that face also scared me as well as a kid. So yeah, okay. So yes, there are certain faces that were kind of creepy growing up. However, that doesn't mean that the entire Thomas the Tank Engine population is nightmare fuel. So just clearing that up. It's just those bases because they were sort of mischievous and everything, and kind of played up as villains of the show. Sort of like how some parents found Lord Zed scary to their kids in Power Rangers. So yeah, so there was that. So yeah, just thought I'd clear that up. Um, but yeah, definitely like Thomas the Tank Engine. Despite that, um, so and that actually got me into liking trains in general. Even had watched a video with how it talked about different trains in real life. Um, yeah, and how they work and everything. Had an engineer in the video. Um, so with that, yeah, definitely was really interested. Even had a train whistle that made a really good train whistle sound. However, despite my fascination with the trains, now this, besides the creepy diesel faces, this is what was a major scare to me. Despite me still being, still being into trains, this is the thing that I mean, like, would be major nightmare fuel. Train wrecks. Yes, the train wrecks. They would have. I'm pretty sure. Now it probably occur sometimes. I mean, wrecks do happen, but I saw them a lot. Back in the days when I first started watching Thomas the Tank Engine as a little kid, train wrecks happened quite a bit back then. The reason I say that because they were in the news a lot, and see, my grandparents, they watched the news a lot, and a lot of time I'd be over at their house as a kid, and that would come up whenever the news came on, like the train wreck over here in this area, uh, 40 people, and that train wreck, the train wreck, blah blah blah. kind of what. So anyway, yeah, there'll be a lot of imagery of like the trains be off the tracks. There was some cases where the train were in the train wreck. There was fire, which yeah, some of the trains or the freight cars be on fire. Oof. So these yeah, this kind of led to some nightmares that I actually had involving train wrecks. Um, one nightmare I definitely remember was I was in the car with my mom and dad. We're driving up. We're driving and well, they're driving. And I'm in the back seat, obviously. I think I was like three or four, and as we're going, as all of a sudden we come up this kind of steep hill toward the train track, because some of the train tracks are right at the end of these steep hills. Like say, like you go up, this is the train track, cross it, then you go down. I really hate those, by the way, especially those steep hills. That's yeah, that I really don't like those. There. So in the nightmare, all of a sudden I'm going up, and suddenly suddenly the train stopped, and we're of course waiting for the train. All of a sudden, my mom and dad get out of the car for some reason and lock the doors. I'm still inside, like, wait, mom, dad, where y'all going? What's going on? Next thing you know, the train, all of a sudden I hear a ee, and it's the train starting to fall towards the car. And I'm like, ah! And then next time I wake, and they say, as Bluto saying Popeye, and I wake up. Ah! Or as I was actually screaming, ah! So, yeah, that really gave me a big night. Like I say, it did not. I still enjoyed watching Thomas the Tank Engine and seeing train. I just didn't like train wrecks there. Yeah, it was very scary, and and you're probably thinking like, well, duh, of course nobody would like a train wreck. But it really really got to me though. It was even a dream I had where I was driving. Well, I mean, what my mom. I was in the car with my mom, we're driving up. Cause we got a there's two train. Like when I leave out my house, the house right where I'm at right now. There's two train tracks. About a couple of streets from where we're at. That like if we take this particular route, we would end up coming into two tracks. Like cross one track, cross the other track. Unless of course we go another way and get around that. So we're coming home and we come up to and all of a sudden we look down and see a train coming, and rather than coming across, the train just literally just came off the track. Weird there. So yeah, so that actually, yeah, like I say, yeah, fascinated but also terrified by the train wrecks. Yeah, it's sort of it's one of those kind of things. Yeah. So yeah, basic. But what yeah, that's the base. I have a little bit more to say on that there, but yeah, that's basically all I could think to say there. Guess I could have made this on my phone, but oh well. Yeah, like it's this yeah, basically that's what I had. That's what let's say, fascinated by the trains and also terrified by the train wreck. So yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe, and get some of our comic books. Support us on Patreon like AJ the Supreme, as well as also sponsorship like Keon Smith for the month of December. Or do both. And I guess we'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Choo choo!